guys, we thought we'd do a video today kind of explaining what we're actually doing. So as you know, we are going to be starting our family soon, so we're going to explain a bit about how we're going to be doing this.
So we're doing it through an NHS clinic. That doesn't mean that it's free, we still have to pay for things.
Yeah.
It makes it a little bit more affordable.
Yeah, so to be able to get free fertility treatment on the NHS for same-sex couples, you have to have 6 self-funded tries of IUI, and then you will get 1 go of IVF on the NHS.
If those IUIs are unsuccessful.
Yeah, if they're unsuccessful.
Yeah.
So that apparently is equal to a straight couple trying for 2 years.
Yeah.
A little bit more expensive though, don't you think?
Yeah.
Who can afford that?
But it's
ridiculous.
Fine. It's okay.
We're hoping it won't take that much.
Yeah. So just a little bit about what we did. So as we said before, we went to our GP, and we got a letter through and he referred us to a clinic.
Yeah.
So
we got the appointment, and before that appointment I had to go to have my blood test done. They tested my AMH levels, which I think is to do with how many... I don't know.
Yeah, don't look at me. So she had a blood test for any AMH levels.
And that was good, so that's all I'm bothered about.
We then went to the first appointment. We got there.
They weighed me, they did my height, and I did my BMI, which was slightly higher than I wanted, but they said it was fine. Nothing to worry about. Yeah. Which is good.
You got that luxurious internal scan?
Yes, that was nice. I think Amy vlogged a bit of that, so if you want to check out our first fertility appointment, we did do a little vlog about it. And you can see...
I didn't vlog anything that I shouldn't have.
Yeah, that's very true.
I wasn't allowed.
No, she wasn't.
And then...
yeah, so then we had a chat with the doctor and kind of discussed our options and what we wanted to do. So we decided that, well, if you haven't guessed already, I'm going to be carrying the first, our first babies, or baby. And we decided that IUI was the best for us. We didn't want to go straight for the IVF because it's not that we're infertile, we just don't have the sperm, so we thought IUI was the best fit for us.
We might as well give it a go first, hadn't we, see if we can do it like that.
Yeah, they discussed with us like the stimulated and non-stimulated ways to do it, and we've initially said that we'd be wanting to take like the medication and stuff to kind of help it along, but then speaking to other people we've started to question it a little bit more, but we're still making our minds up.
Yeah, it doesn't mean we're not going to, we just need to kind of ask the doctor a couple of questions.
Yeah, we don't want to be overstimulated and end up with...
We didn't really factor in that, did we?
No. We're not sure if we're going to do that yet, but we'll let you know when we do know. They talked about kind of like the sperm, and they recommended a couple of clinics. The only one I can remember that they recommended was the European, and I can't remember that.
Well, that was good, because we were looking at the European one anyway.
Yeah, and they've said not to order your sperm until they give you the go-ahead. Yeah. So then the next step for us, well, they offered us the HSG, which I went ahead and had because we don't have to pay for that on the NHS, and we might, if I'm going to be spending all this money trying to get pregnant, we might as well make sure that it's actually a possibility and that there's no my tubes aren't blocked or anything like that.
Exactly.
So that was a fun experience, but I'm going to do another video on that and let you know how that kind of went for me. So watch out for that.
I didn't find it painful or anything.
Yeah, gosh, you didn't. Weirdo. And then we also have to do implications counselling, which we were a bit sceptical about at first, because I think just the term counselling, isn't it? Like,
yeah, but I think, do you know what? I think it's really good. I think it's good they offer it, and I think it will be good to kind of see what the counsellor says.
Yeah.
I would probably be a little bit awkward, but...
Yeah, so from what I've spoken to people about, they kind of explain about the donor conception network, which is like a support network for people who've used like donor sperm, which is quite good, and it can help explain how to tell your future children about all this.
It's a good idea and
so
it's
it is
beneficial.
Good. Yeah, so I'm quite looking forward to that. We've got that coming up in the next week, so 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think
soon.
we do. So we do a couple one where we're together and then one where we're on our own. But we don't have an appointment for that yet, so we're not really sure what's happening.
Yeah, we're not sure. We're just going to see how it goes, and we'll let you know. We might do another video on it, let you know how it was potentially.
I'll vlog it.
We'll see.
Sneak my camera in the counselling session. What's Lucy saying about everything? I'm joking. I won't.
No, let's not do that.
Apparently, I can't embarrass her, you know. So then. Another thing with, we don't know if this is private, but with the NHS, I had to have blood tests done as well, even though I'm not going to be carrying.
Just to make sure she's like healthy and that we're going to be bringing a baby into like an unhealthy, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't really understand. I don't know if it's a way to make you feel included or if it's just like a requirement, but we did it and I've had my blood test done.
And then I had some more blood tests done.
A trooper. It didn't.
Where they took. Well, yeah, when I had my second lot of blood test done, I weren't expecting them to take as much blood as they did. I felt like I was like empty when I was walking away.
What was it? They took 8 bottles of her blood.
Yeah, I think so. I didn't really count, but it was a lot.
Halfway through, they say,
"Have you eaten today?" Yeah, thankfully. And what next? They said, well, at the appointment, they said that we will be aiming to kind of start the process within the next 4 months. So we'll see how that goes.
So we have appointments in our calendar which the doctor's sent us letters for. Some of the appointments we don't really know what they are.
But we'll find out.
Yeah, and if we look at like kind of a bit of a timescale from what they said in the first appointment, it's
around there.
It's around them kind of like, I'm guessing that the next one will be like the HSG, the counselling.
To make sure where we're at and then set a proper plan.
That's kind of how I've got it in my head. Hopefully that's how it is.
Yeah, we'll see.
Not the HSG. I didn't mean HSG.
But I thought you meant for the results.
Yes. The results.
We'll follow. I don't know. We'll see what those appointments are all about when we actually get there.
Yeah.
When I had my internal ultrasound at the first appointment, they found what they think is a polyp in my uterus. So
on her uterus, on her womb.
On my womb, yeah. So that's basically like a little.
It's just growth. Like a little growth.
They said it's nothing to worry about, but I've got an appointment coming up for a hysteroscopy.
Well done.
Yeah.
First time I read that, I said hysterectomy, and Lucy was like, "No, Amy,
that's definitely counterproductive." So I've got that coming up. So hopefully that goes well.
Yeah. I think they'll do they'll test it as well, won't they, and things.
Yeah, so that's probably delayed our start date a little bit as well.
But it's fine.
It's fine. We're in no rush. We're just kind of
going with it.
We're going with it. We're excited. We have kind of noticed from speaking to people through doing these videos, we've noticed that there are a couple of quite big differences between doing it through the NHS clinic and doing it through a private clinic. The first main difference that I've noticed is that through private clinics it can happen a lot quicker. Yeah. So you can have your appointment and then like in the next month or your next period,
couple of weeks,
you can be trying, which is quite bizarre. Well, not bizarre, but from where we're going and like our experience of it, it's like just the complete opposite.
Yeah, it's a lot slower. For us that works. It works with our jobs and life stuff at the moment, and
so yeah, we're just taking it as it comes. Yeah. Make sure we're ready. And
we'd love to do it now, but with the NHS being a little bit slower,
yeah, which is to be expected.
Yeah, it's okay for us. We just still say every day that we want it now.
I want it now. But it's okay. We're being patient.
So a couple of the differences with the NHS and private is one, the timescale. To the price.
Yeah, we found that even though we're self-funded, it is definitely cheaper than when we were looking at the private clinics. It's a lot cheaper than what we were looking at paying.
I think we were looking, I think it was going to be, when we looked where we were going to do it, it was going to be about £3,000 per insemination.
Yeah, because with the private clinics, you don't have to, with the private clinics, you do have to pay for like all your tests, your consultations, so like the HSG you'd have had to pay for.
Yeah,
and that all adds up, doesn't it?
So yeah, that's a big help with the NHS, and we're really lucky to have that as just as an option, because beforehand, before we went to our GP, we had no idea that this was even available with help from the NHS.
Yeah, definitely.
As far as we were aware, it was you do it private,
Yeah.
and then after you've done 6 goes of private, you go to the NHS. But
thankfully that's not the case.
Thankfully, yeah, it's not the case, and we still get a little bit of help. And yeah, another one of the things that we've noticed is a couple of things are compulsory with the NHS, like I think the HSG was kind of compulsory. You're not sure. You think it was just offered.
But like we have to have the counselling, and
I have to go to every appointment. I'm not sure if that's a thing with private.
And with private, I'm not sure if you always have to have the counselling. I've spoken to some people that do have had to have the counselling, and others that haven't. I think it depends on the clinic as to what their rules are. Yeah. And obviously with the NHS you still have to kind of pay for your sperm, so like with our clinic it doesn't have like a joined sperm bank. We've still got to pay for it, get it from the banks and stuff like that.
So all which is going to be the most, and
it's going to be the most money.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you've got any tips or anything,
yeah,
you went with any good experiences, bad experiences, let us know. We'd really appreciate it, because we're having a browse. And
yeah, well, there's a few that we've looked at. Like we've looked at the European one, which we like, and we've looked at some like in the US and things. But there's quite a lot of choice in terms of different sperm banks and what the different sperm banks offer, like with donor pictures and things like that, which is just in London you don't get that. Like the London sperm bank is like bare minimal compared to some of the others.
But there seems to be a bit more.
But there's a bit more choice, so it's like, do you go for
depending on what you're looking for.
Do you go for pictures? Do you go for just...
We go for pictures. And obviously with everything else, not just pictures.
Yeah. So yeah. What did you guys do? So yeah, if you haven't got it from that video, Lucy's the one that's going to be getting pregnant. I'm going to just be eating lots to support her. I need to, like, as much as you eat, like, when you're pregnant,
you're going to match it?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, leave a like rating, drop us a comment. We love to hear your stories and kind of any advice that you can give. If people have gone through it already, then we really enjoy hearing from you. And yeah, please subscribe if you want to join us on our big gay journey.
Bye.